Hello, my name's Julie from So Unique, and I'd like to welcome you to this in-between vlog. It's in between Christmas and New Year. I thought I would pop on and say hello. I will pop all the links down below where you can, find me on social media, have an Etsy shop and have a website. So yes, I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas. It was lovely. It was quiet, but it was really nice. You know, we enjoyed it. You've got to make the best of things, haven't you, at the minute? But if you've watched the last vlog, it sort of covers several days. I'm afraid by the time it got to the 22nd, I think I started filming on the 22nd, the 23rd. I don't think I filmed anything. I'm sure I missed a day. And I ended up just sort of bundling several bits together. As you'll have seen, we had a wedding. My eldest son got married. So now my daughter-in-law, who I've referred to in the past, is officially my daughter-in-law. So yeah, that was lovely. I mean, it was a fantastic way to spend Christmas Eve, because as I've said before, you know, we don't tend to go out Christmas Eve. I don't think a lot of people do, because there's always things to do. I think when you work, Christmas Eve is sort of like catch-up day and everything. I'm freezing cold because I've come down to the shop, as you can see, and obviously there's no heating on, and I've only just come in, and I've had to turn the fan heater off so I could film, so I'm absolutely freezing cold. So I've just got myself a cup of Christmas tea. I can't remember what it's called because I popped it straight in here and didn't look. And I can smell cinnamon. But Bakewell was, oh, it's really lovely little place, Bakewell. Yes, I know it was cold and it was damp and we had no sun, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, we've had a COVID wedding. I mean, how many people can say that, really? It's something that I don't think any of us are going to forget, and it's something for them to tell their grandkids about COVID-19 and 2020 and what a year it's been, and how it had a lovely, happy ending for Carl and Sally, which was brilliant. Everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, there was like I said before, I should say, there was 9 of us there, and we wandered round Bakewell and got lots of photographs and video and things like that. And they went across the bridge over the water. Now on the bridge, on the railings, people are now putting locks on with, I'm not sure what it's all for. I think it's for anything, you know, for a loved one, things like that, or probably if you get married and things like that. So they put one of them on as well, which was really nice. Yeah. Mind you, they'll probably all go rusty at some point, won't they? I just hope it doesn't damage the bridge. Ooh. So by the time we got home on Christmas Eve, it was sort of like tea timey time, because we went for a drive. We went through Sandygate, and like I said, if you've watched the last vlog, you'll have seen that little drive. Really nice place. We haven't been to Bakewell for years, because whenever it's a bank holiday, obviously Bakewell is just absolutely heaving. So we don't go to places like that. But we did say we would go back, and there was quite a few people out just walking, pottering around the place. People with children, which that was really nice. And of course, I think we got a lot of attention because obviously they just got married and they're all dressed up and everything, so people were obviously watching and giving congratulations to Carl and Sally and things like that, which was really nice. So like I say, it's a lovely memory, and it's something they can share with their grandkids. It's just like I suppose like my mum and that, sharing their memories of wartime, which she did. So obviously I know all about her life back in the day, and so do my kids, which, you know, that's something I'm not going to forget. I think nobody's going to forget the wedding, which was great, and nobody will forget their anniversary either, because it's the day before Christmas. So you're not going to forget that one. Oh, right. Well, anyhow, I popped down to the shop because I've got 1 or 2 orders to pack up. So obviously these came in before Christmas, and they are late in going out, but you know, you can't post out over Christmas, can you? So I thought, come down today. Yesterday would have been really too busy at our little post office, so I thought I'll do it today. And I've just looked at my phone, there's another one popped up, so I will try and get that one packed up as well. Then I'm going back home, and I'm probably going to do a bit of sewing. I've got a few little jobs to do, some sample making to do really today. So I'm sort of raring to go now, because I haven't really done anything over, well, for the last week or so. I've been doing the odd little bit of knitting on my socks. I had a little bit of a cast on party the other day, so I will share them with you probably a little bit later on in the vlog. Also, I'll probably share some of the presents that I got. I'm not going to show everything, but I'm going to show you a few pieces that I've got. Got some nice things this year. Obviously, I opened my swap packages as well. Everything in there was absolutely, oh, it's wonderful, it's brilliant, it's perfect, it's my kind of thing. So we did have a little chat between ourselves before, obviously we went and made and bought things. So yeah, everything's sort of just perfect. So I will photograph everything, and I will put a picture in of the swaps, and then I can start putting the things away and start using them. Because at the moment I've got 2 boxes sat in the living room and a bag with bits in that I need to photograph. So I think that'll be the next job. I might try and do that when I get home. It just depends on lighting really, because it's a bit dark and miserable. We had snow yesterday. Woke up to snow yesterday, which I love to see the snow, but today a lot of it's gone, and it's quite icy out there. It did freeze last night, and the sort of where I live on our street, there's like 3 streets parallel to each other that come down. One goes into the centre, ours is just on the edge of the centre, and the next one is sort of further along. The third one along is probably quite bad. Our street, it's quite icy down there. The cars are coming up and down, so I don't tend to walk down there because I don't want to slip over or anything. So I walk along to the first street, which usually the road is clear because it's the busiest one. So it was a decent walk down today. But just outside the shop, the paving area is quite bad out there. Yes, that's just a message popping up from the dentist. Yeah, so I sort of want to get my packing, get off to the post office before, because it'll start to get cold and it'll probably start to freeze again soon, so I would like to get home before it freezes. So I might have to come back down tomorrow. I wonder if the post office is open tomorrow. I probably will be. Oh, right, so I'll probably go and get on with my work now, so I will catch you all a bit later on, which I will be at home by then. It's very needy today. as you'll have seen from my previous clip, Salem's having a fuss. It's been like that ever since I walked into the front room. When he wants a fuss or a cuddle, everything has to stop and you have to sit down with him, which is lovely. But when you've got things to do, it's a bit awkward sometimes. Anyhow, so I know I said I would take some photographs of a few bits of my Christmas presents that I got, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. The lighting's sort of going now and it's just not possible. So what I thought I'd do is I would show you a couple of things now, and then probably for the next vlog I will try and make sure I get 1 or 2 photographs that I can pop in. Probably pop it in at the end of the vlog or something. So I'm just having a nice cup of tea, Yorkshire tea, because I've not had one today. It's just been the Christmas tea I've had. It's a bit cold. It's still very frosty out there today. Our grass has it's gone quite icy now. So just let me have a quick sip. Right, well, everybody knows me so well, you know. Now I've got to remember all these in order. Right, this one, little Tomty, this was off Sue. That was in my swap package with Sue, so it's lovely. And this is going to sit on my shelf in the living room where I sit and do my knitting, and it's going to be out all year round because I can. And the next one is off my friend Sarah. So we've got a little porky one. There we go. And this is actually a chocolate orange cover, which is brilliant. So I've got a nice ornament I can snack when I feel like having a bit of chocolate. And it's a good place to keep it and hide it from Kevin. So that's gorgeous. Sarah is my friend, and she doesn't live, well, she lives in the same place as I live basically. And yeah, we always swap every Christmas, and she has her own YouTube channel, so it's called Wath-upon-Dearne, and she does a lot of crochet tutorials as well. So I think actually that might be on there. So yeah, you have to go and check it out. And the next one is off Dawn. Now I've picked 2 out of this package. I've got a little snowman, and it's got a chocolate orange inside. So that's lovely. So that'll sit on my shelf, and like I said, I will snack away on a bit of chocolate every now and again. Trouble is, when they're hidden, I have a tendency to forget that they're there. But no, that is gorgeous, so thank you very much, Dawn. I love that. And another thing that was in Dawn's package was this festive robin knitting kit. Now, I know there's been 1 or 2 vloggers out there. It might be Ellie from Craft House Magic that had one. Somebody did. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, I'd love one of them. And I think she picked it up from a show. So I love this, and I can't wait to actually sit down and make it because it is so cute. If you've not seen these before, it's by the looks of it, it's a wooden shaped bird, and you knit a little jumper, and there's a little charm in there of some bells. So I'll hold it up there so you can see it. But yeah, so that's brilliant. And I think, oh wait a minute, you can get that from the knitting gift shop, and that's its address, all one, www.theknittinggiftshop.co.uk. So that is brilliant. So I can't wait to make that up. So thank you, Dawn. That's brilliant. I thought I'd quickly show you what Kevin bought me as well. This is what I wanted. This is what I told him I wanted. I wanted some. I've got headphones for the computer, and I did buy a new set last year, and they only lasted 6 months. And they, I mean, okay, I'm not saying I spent over £100 or anything like that on them, but they were nice, they were comfortable, they were quite big, they fit over your ears, so they were really good. And they just stopped working. And I got them through Amazon, and I went back on, obviously, and said that they weren't working and how bad they were. But there were nothing, oh, we'll change them or anything like that. So they've unfortunately ended up in the bin. So I hadn't got any little earbuds that you can get. I've got a single one which I've had for a while, which has been, it did work, but it's very temperamental. I mean, it only cost me £12 at the time, and it just wouldn't pair up with anything. Oh, excuse me a minute. So I decided to have a look online to see what was available, and I found some Samsung Buds Live. Now, I've seen a lot of people wearing these earbuds, and some of them have got like a stem on, and I thought, well, I wonder if they're any good. Anyhow, I looked at all the reviews online, and they all seem to be quite good, and these are ideal for my phone because I've got a Galaxy Note. Oops. It popped up now because they're next to my phone, but these are brilliant, and they are, what was it, sound deadening or something. I mean, you can still hear the sewing machine. Obviously it doesn't cut out everything, but there's a lot less noise. So I've been using these while I've got the sewing machine on, especially when the embroidery machine's on and I want to do a bit of sewing as well. It just gets quite noisy, and they're lovely. When I first got them, I put them in my ear, and I couldn't hear very well. I'm thinking, where's the volume button? And I don't think there's a volume button on that. I think they're set, but you could just tap it and it'll come on, come off, or it'll skip. You have to learn how to do your taps for this, which I've not quite got the hang of just yet. But yeah, you can answer your phone and everything, but obviously nobody's phoned me yet. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't hear. So I'm having a bit of a blonde moment because I hadn't actually put the earbud in my ear. So yes, I was having a bit of a blonde moment there. So once I realised that they had to sort of go down into your ear, they were fine. So the sound it's loud enough, but it's not too loud, which is great. And so far, I've used them about 3 times since I've had them, and they are brilliant. I absolutely love them. So yeah, if anybody is thinking about buying some, yeah, I'd say go for it. Fantastic. And they're in this little case, and they charge up in that little case, so it keeps the charge topped up, and then you just use one of your cables and your adapter and just charge up the base. So yes, so I've got a little purse that had in a purple RAK, so I keep my cable and I keep this in there so I don't scratch the case, and I've got everything together then. So brilliant. So yeah, I hope you enjoy seeing the few bits that I've got, but I have got some other nice things as well, which, like I say, I will share that with you next time. And I'm going to show you my knitting now. I have started on the Silent Night socks, but there's no point in showing them because obviously I've not done very much. This is the West Yorkshire Spinners Robin yarn, yeah, from last year. And that had been sat in my bag for nearly a year really, and I've only done a little bit. Anyhow, this is the first sock, and I've got down to done the heel flap, so I've just got to do the heel turn. So I'll probably get that done, and then I think I'll wait to pick up the stitches until I've got a bit of peace and quiet. So I probably won't do that till next week. But because I can still knit on my Silent Night socks and get them to the same place. And excuse the rustling, I've got to open my bag. Yes, I'm making a lot of noise here. this is the Good Morning Mr. Robin yarn from Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit Knits, I think it is. You know, I'm terrible at remembering things. And that's what I did my cowl in the other week. Absolutely loved this. So I'd got that left. Well, and that. So I've got 2 balls now to do some socks. And I found in my stash, I'd had a 12 Days of Christmas probably 2 years ago, and that's coming up a little bit greeny, but it does go well with this Good Morning Mr. Robin yarn. So I've split it up. I'll show you what I've done. I've done the cuff, and I'm actually on the sock. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it is, I must admit, it is showing up a little bit green on the camera, but it goes well with that yarn. So I'm hoping I've got enough yarn to do. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on with these. So that's going to be my bit of my bit of knitting for January. So that should keep me busy because I've got 3 socks on the go. Oh dear me. But I like to knit on the plain bits, obviously, when I'm sat watching telly or when there's everybody in the house. But then when it's quiet or I've got a bit of time just to sit on my own, that's when I can pick up and do the heel turn, and not the heel turn, I don't know, when you pick up your stitches around your heel bit. So yeah, so that should keep me busy for a little while. And I'm hoping over the weekend, I'm probably not going to do any work on New Year's Day, because obviously everybody's going to be at home. So I think I might have that day to myself type of thing, no work stuff, and either do a bit of sewing on my Christmas quilt, or I might start basting my hexes for my Liberty quilt. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I can't wait. But I would like to try and get a little bit of sewing done on this Christmas quilt, because all the hand quilting's finished now. I did that the other week. It's sat here in a carrier bag by the sewing machine, waiting for me to start. So yes. Anyhow, I think I'm going to call it a day now. So I'd just like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And well, I'll see you again in a day or 2, because it's getting on for the 1st of January, and that's our podcast day. So yeah. So take care, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again pretty soon. Bye for now.